Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the North American Muslim Foundation Senior Talk Show, funded by the New Horizons for Senior program. I am your host today for this episode. My name is Najreen Shafi. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our guest today, our special guest today, Mr. Ahsan Qureshi. He is the former president of the Canada-Pakistan Friendship Association association established in 2005 in Canada. This organization focuses building bridges of understanding between different cultural groups, institutions, and communities. We welcome Mr. Ahsan to the senior program. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Today we would like to start off with why you chose Canada as your home, and just give us a little history of your story.
My story.
Yeah.
Canada, I chose. There are lots of people who come like me also. One is economic reason, and that's one thing. Second, my wife's family was here, and as you know, marriages are arranged, and so then I followed my wife, and that's where I came here. I came in 1973.
Wow.
I was young, and like everybody else, gone through hardships and everything, no jobs for a long time, doing all kinds of, like everybody, in
all
the
jobs,
beginning.
to survive, yes.
Yeah, to survive. After, I think 2.5 years, then I sort of came in the proper jobs, I should say. And slowly, I worked in nuclear field, studied also, became cost engineer, did good jobs. I went overseas. They sent me
Wonderful.
to a big project in Algeria.
Oh, very nice.
So thank God, we enjoyed, and
Wonderful.
after about 10 years, I got laid off like so many other people. My last job was with combustion engineering in Ottawa. I was a senior operations analyst. So after I lost job, I had to do something. So after talking to so many people, taking their advice, their guidance, I started in real estate.
Oh, wonderful.
So from that time, I'm in real estate. We did some construction.
Okay.
So basically that's. In our, I believe in that everybody's responsibility to do some social work if they cannot find
Absolutely,
time.
absolutely, very important.
It is to me very, very important. My family, also our parents, everybody's parents, they teach us.
Yes. To give back to the society.
Give back to the society, give back to
absolutely.
your people, give back to your family.
Yes.
Family comes first, it's in our religion.
Yes, absolutely.
So in that course, there was an association established in Mississauga. They called me Mr. Gul Nawaz. He chartered accountant. Unfortunately he died. And so we were doing these programs where we would provide all these social services, put it this way.
Very nice.
And since we are in Canada, we cannot, or maybe I should say, what I find, that you have to take the political people with you. So politicians.
You have to work together.
You have to work
and
together.
Put the differences aside.
Exactly. And lots of people, they think that, okay, we are Pakistani, or they have their own centers. It's okay, they can make their own center, that's great.
Yes.
But
You have to include everyone.
Include everyone.
Yeah,
we are living in Canada. I mean, to me,
we are a multicultural country, and we all come from different countries and different backgrounds.
Yes. Also, to me, our religion tells us. This is what I don't understand. Sometimes some people, they feel, okay, no, it's only, they meet only themselves, their own people.
Yes.
It's good to meet them.
Absolutely.
But you always, meet other people too. This is how you learn.
This is the Islamic perspective of humanity.
Exactly.
Yeah. We share same values, and we make up the humanity. So we have to be kind to each other, and we also have to be reach out to each other if there's anybody's in need, and we also have to have lots of compassion with each other.
Yes, you're right. I believe that when we are meeting other people, my own acting needs are one thing, but my own all the I should say character should be that the other person could learn something from me, one thing, or when he sees me, he's a Muslim and he doesn't do these things, then it will be a positive effect on him. Instead, I take their all kind of, you could say, their ways
and their habits.
So personally, I believe we should so we have, when we do our dinners and our meetings, we call everybody, whoever we can.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So if you come to our meetings, and especially when we are gatherings, you will find all kinds of people.
Of course.
Black also, white also, Indians also, Sikhs also.
All different nationalities.
So everywhere they have some organizations, and luckily, because I was president, we call all those associations representatives.
Right.
And they will come in our dinners, and we will cooperate with each other.
And you have forums and events together.
Forums and events, like today, although I am in Eastern Toronto, but I have to go all the way 1.5 hour drive to Milton, because there's a meeting with the premier, and they want me to come down there.
Wonderful.
So I said, okay, that's fine, I'll come.
Wonderful.
It's just showing my support to them.
Absolutely.
And that's what we should do.
Absolutely, yes. Very nice. As you're talking about transportation, do you drive? You drive to where you need to go?
Because yes, I thank God I'm in good health. Although, like with the age, everybody have their own problems, health, but thank God I'm okay. But I drive.
Wonderful. There's a lot of seniors in the community, they're having difficulties to go around.
Yes.
After the pandemic, they were isolated from the society, from their friends, from their peers. They weren't able to go, so it's amazing that you're still able to move around and have your own vehicle. I always mention to the people that I know, if you know anyone senior in the community, reach out to them, call them, see if they need anything. If they need a ride to the doctor, be of support to them.
Yes, I do that personally. And even my kids, my daughter, and whenever somebody needs, if we find them, to me, I think it is very important that we have, like your association here.
Yes.
It's like a center.
It is a center.
Those people should contact
us, yes.
And then you can channel to
them
the people
to the right
who are
direction,
available to do this work.
Yes.
So that is important. Otherwise, like me, there are so many other people, they are sitting there, they are willing, but nobody would be able to know them.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful. Yes,
that's
wonderful.
What I think.
So what do you do to take care of your physical well-being and mental health?
Physical well-being, like all the doctors tell us, you must walk, you do exercise, and things like that.
Wonderful. So you're active physically,
active.
You go for walks and...
at home, not regularly, but although my wife always after me, she does all kinds of things.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Mentally is very important.
It's very important.
To me. But I am always busy.
Yes.
Even
you have your friends, your circle.
Circle. I have. It is very important to have friends circle. But in my personal case, because I have been doing the social work, so many other places, that's what I do.
Wonderful.
In those associations, then you make friends, who are thinking alike, and you can do the work, any work, only if you have like-minded people.
Of course, and you also keep the communication open.
Yes.
So then you reach out to each other.
I always, I believe that, I can't teach anybody, people they think, but lots of people, they would say, oh, this thing is not right, that is not, this should be done like that. Like they do not, they criticize.
Right.
This is wrong, but they do not or cannot come up with a solution.
Solutions, very important. There will always be obstacles and differences when we open up conversations about important topics.
Exactly.
But we also have to remember that at the end of the conversation, we have to compromise with our solution to move forward.
Yeah, I don't know, you must have heard this monkey on the shoulder. This is when we were going to university, they would teach us that
Yes.
when somebody says some work or something,
Yes.
you should tell them nicely and
Yes.
you could guide them.
Yes.
They got to do it themselves.
Absolutely,
Not
absolutely.
that I take their work. So that is monkey on my shoulder.
Yes.
Another person comes, his things, monkey on my shoulder. So there are too many monkeys
yes, true,
on my shoulder, then I would be drowned in those.
Absolutely.
So I won't be able to do it. So everybody has to do their own, you could say, share their own things instead of just criticizing and
sometimes you just have to ignore the negativity, and just
I think
focus
always
on
you
the
have to-
positives.
That is one thing you said it very good.
Yes.
We should always ignore the negative because negativity
It's
will
everywhere.
take you a step back. It's everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
It pulls you back. Actually.
Absolutely. Your services that you have with medical and all that, like how was it during this time? Did you find it difficult to reach your doctor? Were you able to contact them? Did you do virtual sessions?
In pandemic?
Yes, in the pandemic. Were you able to have access to your doctor?
Yeah, I had no problem.
Were you able to go in to visit the doctor if you have any concerns, health issues?
I have a couple of friends also, but lucky me that I didn't had problems, and people should know more. Knowledge is important.
Right,
That what is right and what is wrong, and especially in this COVID thing. And I always told my family and my kids and even extended family in back home that get your immune system strong, and that's what it is. One should know that it's good for him, good for everyone. Just spread the word.
True. But sometimes some people need someone to remind them.
Yes.
Just a reminder,
you're right.
yes.
You're right.
So
Reminding is
to
very
keep
important.
the focus on your health.
Exactly.
Because there's so many outside factors, sometimes they do get distracted. And if they don't have the support system in place.
You're right actually, you're very right. Because lots of people, they don't pay attention. I mean, it reminded me of one of my friends. He's PhD in electrical engineering, and we were going actually to Dubai, and he worked there, and he senior level jobs. And I asked him generally. I said, have you got your medical checkup?
Yes.
He said no. I said, what?
I know, because
And
2 years people got lost.
Well, that's one thing. Then I asked him, when was the last time you did?
Yeah.
And he didn't do for a few years.
Wow.
He didn't pay it attention. And he's an educated man.
Yes.
So then I really took him.
Yes.
Went to the walk-in clinics.
Sometimes you need to do that,
Yeah.
And that's what good friends do. They look out for each other.
Yeah, that's right. We should. Everybody should. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. And can you tell me what services available for seniors that you know that we can tell our audience today that is in your area where you reside?
For seniors, what we have done in our association, that we did seminars for mental.
Very important.
Very important.
Very
because
important.
people are mentally disturbed. Not only in COVID. COVID has actually added that. But even before, because people feel lonely.
Loneliness
There's nobody to talk to.
Very, very terrible, yes.
I thank God we live in the East End. We meet people. I know lots of people. Like in this riding, I should say, there are more 500 plus Muslim families.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
They're more in Brampton and Mississauga, and there we hear lots of things. So we did a seminar about seniors. We thought, I was actually in Pakistan at that time, but I thought our executive director was in touch with me. They said, we are doing this. I said, fine. And so we matched our notes, and he said, probably he's expecting 20, 25 people. Again, as you pointed out before, some seniors have no transportation. They can't come.
They cannot come, yeah.
And so when this was done, and we called an expert, we paid them, a senior mental doctor, he was something, and
Right.
there were almost 70 people.
Wow.
So this was very
Your organization
yeah. So people did
supported them to come.
Supported them to come, but the point which I am saying is that there is a need. We, although we were active socially, but we thought maybe 20, 25 people.
Right.
But here we see around
Wow.
70, 80 people.
MashaAllah, very good, very good outcome.
So to me, that tells me that the people need it. They cannot say, they would not say, or whatever reason, but they do need help.
They do.
Same way for seniors, that's one thing. But the most important thing for me, seniors, is to go out, meet, and talk.
Talk, exactly.
That is
wonderful.
more important.
I want to emphasize on that point that Mr. Hassan Qureshi mentioned, that it is very important to stay connected to your friends, stay connected to your community, reach out to us, call the office of the nearest masjid or community center, and give us a call. We'll direct you to resources that you're looking for. On behalf of myself and Mr. Hassan Qureshi, thank you very much for coming here. Today we really appreciate all the good advice you gave us and all the services you provided.
I'm not in a position to give advice, but I personally think that masjid is very important, and we should allocate our Mr. Farooq Khan in maybe one room. People should get together.
Absolutely. Inshallah, we'll put that as a plan for the future, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. And thank you very much again. I am the host, Najreen Shafi. Until our next episode, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.